Welcome home. Let's wonder together. I'm going to ask Spirit today about highly sensitive people. So I've called in my guides and my angels and my goddess Ashera, and we're going to talk about highly sensitive people. So first of all, is high sensitivity a biological trait? Yes. Thank you. Do all mammals have individuals that have the trait of high sensitivity? Yes, thank you. That is included in the research about, ooh, itchy nose. That is included in the research about highly sensitive beings. All mammal species have individuals that have the trait. Is 20% of the human population highly sensitive? Yes, thank you. And is 50% of the highly sensitive population male? Yes, thank you. A lot of times people think that sensitivity is a feminine trait. It's not. Half of the highly sensitive people are male. Because of this bias, do highly sensitive males tend to suffer more than the highly sensitive females? Yeah. The highly sensitive males tend to have a really hard time and may need the supports, the coping mechanisms that I offer here, maybe even more than the women do, although I tend to have more women that follow me. Okay. Do highly sensitive people tend to have very good intuition? Thank you. Are highly sensitive people great at noticing subtleties? Yes, thank you. So this is an important part of the trait of high sensitivity. Because of our trait, because we are so sensitive to our environments, we notice a lot. We see a lot of things, and we notice so many things that we put things together, and we solve puzzles. We make really great investigators. We put things together. Are we really great at solving puzzles? Yeah. Yeah, we're really great at that. If you're looking for investigative journalists or people, oh, there we go. There's the other one. Yeah, that's a really good job for us. We're great at that sort of thing because we're great at noticing what other people miss. Do highly sensitive people make good leaders? We do. It's a different kind of leadership than I think what a lot of people think of. Um, because a lot of people think of leaders as people who have power over others. Highly sensitive people don't tend to have that kind of leadership style. We tend to have a more kind and compassionate, amiable leadership style where we are working to inspire others to work. We're working to get other people to want to work towards a common goal rather than trying to have power over them and force them to do work. Is that correct? Yes. Thank you. And what a nicer, kinder world it would be if there were more leaders like that in power. Do highly sensitive people tend to doubt themselves? Yeah, thank you. Unfortunately, the idea that sensitivity um, can be a useful trait, which I think we're showing here, um, hasn't really entered the consciousness because the old idea of power over being the type of power that's preferable still is hanging on. Um, and the idea that a kind, sensitive type of leadership can be a good thing hasn't really sprung up yet. Can a kind, sensitive leadership be powerful? Yes. Thank you. So, highly sensitive people go through life getting a lot of feedback that they're not really useful or valuable. They get bullied a lot. Do highly sensitive people get a lot of bullying? Yeah, absolutely. Do highly sensitive people go through life being told that they're too sensitive? Over and over and over. In fact, I feel like if you've gone through life being told that you're too sensitive, that's probably the highest sign that you're a highly sensitive person. And so they go through life doubting themselves and they think that they don't have much of value to offer. But you do. You do have so much of value to offer. There used to be two different there used to be a balance in society, two different types of people that were offering their services. One was the warrior kings, and those are now kind of what we think of as the extroverts, the people that are now in power. And they were balanced out by what we used to think of as the spiritual advisors, and those were the highly sensitive people. And they were they were keeping the warrior kings in check. They were telling them, hey, probably not a good idea to go bomb that country right now. Hey, let's think about this before we go and rush in. Let's look at the history of this situation. Let's look at the weather before we do this. Let's talk about this person's personality. They were slowing it down. They were talking about thought and history and really keeping things in balance, where the warrior kings wanted to rush in and do things just because the impulse was there. Is everything I'm saying here correct? Yes. And is having that check, is having that balance important in the world? Both of them said yes. It's very important. So, I hope that this is inspiring you as a highly sensitive person to go out there and make your voice known. Go out there, get some balance back in the world. We can't let the warrior kings run everything. That's why things are so crazy. We've got to get out there and balance things back out. They need us. They're too impulsive. We've got to get in there and slow them down. We need to go be the voice of reason. Okay. Lots of love to you and yours. If you need some help with this, if you know that this is true and you want to do it, but you're not sure how, I can help you with that. You can either reach out to me by DM. I'll be happy to help you. You can go look at my link in bio for lots of ideas of ways to work with me. I even have some self-led courses that you can just download and work at your own pace. Or you can comment heal below and I will DM you my free highly sensitive person starter kit. Lots of love to you and yours. Take care.